What's the best grass type Pokemon? Let's find out. How's it going, everyone? Fus Dab back again with another tier maker video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I'm excited to bring them back, and this time we're doing grass type Pokemon. As you can see, I try to find a list with as many of the grass type Pokemon as possible. I don't think I've missed any. If I did end up missing any Pokemon, let me know and I'll let you know what the ranking would have been. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. First up is the Bulbasaur line. I love Kanto. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're just a Gen 1 or blah, 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 blah. But I mean, it's nostalgic. Come on. Bulbasaur A tier starter, absolutely love Bulbasaur, super cool. I'm not a huge fan of Ivysaur's design compared to Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur is cuter than Ivysaur, and Venusaur just looks cooler than Ivysaur. Ivysaur looks kind of like an awkward teen, so I'm gonna put him down in C tier. Not that I don't like absolutely adore him. It's just it's not doing much for me, you know. Venusaur, like I said, absolutely amazing design, love it. Mega Venusaur, it's not as cool as regular Venusaur in my opinion. I prefer like regular base Venusaur's design, but Mega Venusaur is cool, so I'll stick it in A tier. Gigantamax Venusaur. I don't really like this one as much as Mega Venusaur, so I have to put it in B tier, but it's still cool. Next up, we have the Oddish line. I really like Vileplume, more so than Bellossom, which is a little bit later in the list. But I think Vileplume is the coolest of them all, I think. So Vileplume will rank the highest. Oddish isn't bad. I'm going to put him down here with C. I really like it. I don't really like Gloom as much. So that's the first design that I really don't like too much. But Vileplume is definitely up here with S. I love Vileplume's design. I kind of hope that it gets a Mega Evolution in Legends ZA. We'll have to see. They gave Venusaur a Mega Evolution. It'd be really cool to see this giant, like, plant monster getting some love. It's a grass poison type too. Why can't it get some love? Paris and Parasect. I don't like Parasect, but Paris isn't too bad. I'll put him in C and I'll put Parasect in D. I prefer Paris because it's a little bit more adorable. My wife prefers Paris over Parasect. Parasect just looks like a monster. I mean, it's cool, but it's not as cool as, like, nowhere near as cool as like Venusaur or Vileplume or anything like that. The Bellsprout line. I absolutely love the derpiness of the Bellsprout line. I think Weepinbell is probably my least favorite of the three, but I think Bellsprout is probably my favorite of the three. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Weepinbell in D. I don't really care for him too much. He's not god-awful, but I don't care for him. Skipping a few generations now, we have Voltorb and Electrode, the Hisuian version of them. I like how I like how it's a grass and electric type in this little alternate form that it has, because it's like based off of the apricorns used to build the Pokeballs back then. I prefer Voltorb over Electrode any day. Shiny form, whatever. I just prefer it looks right side up to me. So I'm gonna put Voltorb at B tier. I'm gonna put Electrode at C tier. I don't dislike Electrode by any means, but I can't put them up higher because they're not on the same platform as Bulbasaur and Mega Venusaur for me. Ah yes, Execute Order 66. I absolutely love the Executor line. Alolan Executor is my favorite of them all. Execute, I'm putting him in B tier because he's cool. I'll do the Alolan form first. S tier, that neck is going up to the heavens. The neck that will pierce the heavens, dude. I remember when the memes first came out where it's like, don't stop me now. It's just rocketing to space. I absolutely love that. I wish I could go back and relive those moments for like the first time. And then regular Executor, I put in A tier. I absolutely love Executor, so cool. Also, I really like Alolan Executor's Dragon type. Grass Dragon's a really cool pairing. I like it a lot. Next up, we have Tangela. Tangrowth isn't on this list. I don't think he is anyway. I might be missing him. But I'd put Tangrowth over Tangela. Tangela isn't bad in my opinion, but it's kind of middle of the line. It's not something to write home about, so I'm gonna put him right there. If Tangrowth was on this list, I would probably put him in A tier. I really like the design, and if it is and I'm just missing it, it's probably hiding in plain sight. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm stupid. I completely missed it. It's right over here next to Mega Bomb Snow. Sorry. We'll talk about that later. It was hiding in plain sight, sorry. Next up, we have the Meganium line. I like Chikorita. I like Bayleaf the most out of all three of these, so I think Bayleaf is gonna rank the highest. Chikorita, I'm gonna put in B tier. I'm gonna put Bayleaf in A tier, and I'm gonna put Meganium in B tier. I kind of think of Chikorita and Meganium in the same kind of, they're on the same platform for me. Bayleaf is super cool. I love it because mainly of the anime. I really like Bayleaf. I don't know, it just looks cool. I like the leaf on its head look just a little bit more agile. Battle scars, look at the little cut missing from it. I don't know. I don't really like the big flower on Meganium is the problem. Now we're back to Bellossom. I prefer Vileplume over Bellossom, but Bellossom is not a bad Pokemon by any means. I'm gonna put it in B tier. The good old Hoppip line. I like Hoppip the best. I don't know. I don't like Skiploom. I like Hoppip the best. I don't really care for Skiploom. Jumpluff's kind of okay. Hoppip, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'm gonna put Skiploom in D tier. I'm gonna put Jumpluff in C tier. Sunkern and Sunflora. Sunkern is cute in my wife size, so I'm gonna give that a wife win, as Cinema Wins would say. Put this guy in B tier because it's adorable, and I don't really care for Sunflora. D tier. I just, there's something about it that's just off-putting. I think it's its face. I absolutely love Celebi. The movie is great. Pokemon Forever. I love shiny Celebi. You know, it's really cool. It's a good shiny. Time travel is a cool concept. I really like Celebi. S tier Pokemon for sure. Then we get into the Trico line. I actually really like Trico. I really do. Mudkip's my favorite of the Hoenn starters, but I would say Trico's probably my second pick. I really like Sceptile, and Mega Sceptile is just dope. So I'm gonna put Trico. I'm gonna put him up in A tier. He's on the same level as Bulbasaur. I think he's really cool Pokemon. Grovyle, I love Grovyle because of Explorers, Time, Darkness, and Sky. Oh my gosh, S tier Pokemon. Great character arc. I love the design, super cool. I don't like Sceptile as much, but it's still an A tier Pokemon for me. And then Mega Sceptile, Grass Dragon's super cool. I love Dragon types, but Sceptile, Mega Sceptile is just takes the design, makes it more sleek. He looks more dangerous too. I really like it. I don't know. There's just something about it. Sceptile's still cool, but Mega Sceptile's just tier above for me. I absolutely love the Lotad line. I love it. I absolutely love Mirror B from Gale of Darkness and Coliseum. Ludicolo is just so happy in the animation. Lotad is probably my least favorite of the three. It's not bad, but I'm gonna put it down in C tier. Lombre, cooler than Lotad, looks kind of neat. Ludicolo is S tier. Ludicolo. Love Ludicolo. Now Shiftry, it looks cool. I just think that Ludicolo and Shiftry need mega evolutions because they're just like, they feel unfinished, but Shiftry feels more unfinished than Ludicolo. C-Dot, put him down here with Lotad. I don't really care about it too much. Nuzleaf, origin of the Nuzlocke, absolutely love it. If you don't know about that, go and look up the history of it. I love Nuzleaf. It's an A tier Pokemon. It's super cool. Shiftry, it kind of misses the mark for me just a little bit. Nuzleaf's cooler looking in my opinion. Shroomish and Breloom. I really enjoy having a Breloom on my squad in Gen 3. It's a really cool. If I didn't choose Trico in my playthrough, like I mostly chose Mudkip, I would have a Breloom on the squad. I don't really prefer Shroomish too much. It's not bad, it's just kind of middle of the line. Breloom, A tier Pokemon for me. Absolutely love grass fighting, super cool typing, I like it a lot. Roselia, I prefer Rose Raid, which is later on. Roselia, still cool, shiny is super dope. B tier Pokemon. Cacnea and Cacturn. Cacnea is fun. I like Cacnea. It's fun from the anime. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Cacturn, absolutely dope design. Love this thing. Grass dark type, super cool type. Lileep and Cradily. I don't really prefer Lileep and Cradily over Anorith and Armaldo. I don't know. Lileep isn't too bad. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Cradily, I'll put it in B tier. I put it in the wrong thing. Sorry, Lileep in C tier, and Cradily in B tier. Good old Banana Chin, Tropius himself. Tropius has a lot of potential. It was kind of like elusive. You can only catch it one place in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I kind of really liked it back then. Since then, I don't really care for it. What am I gonna put it at? I'll put it in C tier just because it's kind of moved around over the years for me. Turtwig, it's the choice. It's the choice. You have to get a Turtwig if you're playing through Sinnoh. You have to. Turtwig, absolutely amazing Pokemon. A tier Pokemon, love it. Grottle, not my favorite. I'm gonna put him down in B tier. He's not too bad. I just don't prefer it. Torterra, S tier Pokemon. Don't even at me. Torterra is sick. If you don't, that moment from Detective Pikachu with the giant Torterra garden, if you didn't think that was cool, you're lame. You're lame. Then we have the rest of the Roselia line. Badoo, not as much of a favorite as Roselia, so I'm putting him down here. Roserade, S tier Pokemon. Absolutely love Roserade. Amazing shiny. Great Pokemon. Love it. Nobody cares about Wormadam. Cherubi and Cherim are cute. I'm gonna give these two, I'm gonna give them both B tier, the blossoming form, but then this stupid thing can go down here. I don't like it covered up. I hate that you have to have Sunny Day to make it open up. It's stupid. Carnivine's a monster in Pokemon Conquest. Carnivine has definitely gone up on the list for me. It was lower, but I'm gonna put him at B tier. It was lower initially, but then playing Conquest, Vine Whip is atrocious. If you get a perfect link with Carnivine, it's stupid. It's over. Snover, I don't really care for too much. Abomasnow has grown on me since playing Platinum and doing my Nuzlocke. It carried. It really did carry. But Snover, I'm gonna throw him in C tier. Abomasnow, A tier Pokemon. Mega Abomasnow, don't really care for it. I don't really care for it. I prefer Abomasnow standing up, not being on all fours. Now we get to the Pokemon that I couldn't find on this list. It was sitting there right next to Leafeon. Tangrowth. Tangrowth is super, super cool. I said A tier, correct? If I said anything higher, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure A tier is my gut feeling. Hey everyone, Future Fus here to interrupt today's video to talk about today's sponsor. A special thank you goes out to the folks at Audible for your generous support of the channel. Guys, if you don't already know, Audible is an incredible website that gives you an opportunity to listen to amazing audiobooks. I've been using Audible for a long time now, actually. As a person who drives a lot to and from work, this is a huge thing for me. It passes the time listening to great stories. An audiobook I've been listening to here recently and I've enjoyed very much is The Psychology of Pokémon, The Power to Catch 'Em All. This is by an author named Anthony Bean, and he basically is having a conversation with the fans about how much we all love Pokemon, talking about cultural phenomena that happened like Twitch Plays Pokemon and why it was so influential. If this sounds awesome to you, because it is, you should definitely check it out. You can use the link displayed on screen right now, or you can check out the link in the description to get a 30-day free trial of Audible's Premium Plus plan. In addition, you also get 1 credit to use on any audiobook in their library. Guys, you get to keep it. It's yours forever. Get The Psychology of Pokemon, or get an audiobook you want to listen to. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. I've been using their service for quite a while now, and I'm so happy to be working with them on the channel. One more huge thank you to the folks at Audible for sponsoring the channel, and thank you for listening. Back to the video. Next up, Leafeon. I prefer Leafeon over Glaceon. Fun fact, it's one of my favorite evolutions. Swords Dance, Grass Whistle, it's really cool. Leaf Blade as well. It's such a fun Pokemon. I don't like it shiny though, so I'm gonna keep it in A tier, not S tier. Rotom-Mow is probably my least favorite of all of them besides the Freezer. The Freezer is kind of dumb, or is it a refrigerator? I can't tell. But Rotom-Mow is my least favorite. Still cool though. I'm gonna throw him into B tier. Shaymin Skyform is absolutely dope. I love Shaymin Skyform. It's a tier Pokemon for sure. Shaymin, not as much. It's a hedgehog, grass hedgehog. I prefer Skyform over it. It's still cool, but not as cool. Snivy is the choice for Unova. Don't even at me in the comments. Oshawott, Tepig do not stand a chance against this guy. Snivy, absolutely amazing Pokemon. A tier Pokemon. Servine, not as good as Snivy in my opinion. Serperior, S tier Pokemon. Look at this thing. This thing needs a Mega. Come on, give it to us, guys. We need Game Freak. We need Mega Superior. Come on, it is so cool. Pan and Simisage, B tier for Pansage, Simisage down here. I don't like it. The Swaddle line, Swaddle's cute. Swaddloon, I don't really care for it too much. It's not bad though. It's just kind of middle of the line. Leavanny, I'll put up here in B tier as well. It's not my favorite, but it's still cool. Cottony, Whimsicott, you have given me so many bad packs. When I opened up the Whimsicott packs in the Pokemon TCG, I gotta put you down here, Whimsicott. Sorry, just out of personal vendetta. I mean, if I'm being honest, that's probably a B tier Pokemon, but just because it's a personal vendetta, you're going down. It's adorable, Cottony, so you're going up in B tier. Petalil, it's still cute. It's up there with Cottony, I would say. Lilligant, I really like this version of Lilligant. I would say this one's A tier. This version of Lilligant, the Hisuian form, I think is not as cool. I prefer the other Lilligant. It looks like it's wearing a big poopy dress, and this one looks like it's a ballerina. Maractus is super cool. I just wish it evolved, so I'm gonna put it down in C tier. It would be higher if it had like something going for it. Next up, we have the different form of Deerling and Sawsbuck. I guess I just gotta pick my favorite form. I don't really care for the green too much. This one's kind of better. This one's kind of bland, and this one I think is the best one of them all. I hate Sawsbuck just as a Pokemon. I think the winter design is probably the best one, but this one is okay. This one's better than that one. The winter design is the best one, and then this one, I guess, is on the same level as the other one. Boongus and Amoongus! Sus. I love them, they're fun. Amoongus put in some work in my Black Hardcore Nuzlocke. It was putting in some work. I was mad about getting it, because I believe it was my Victini encounter, if I'm not mistaken. I was really upset. But it actually put in work. Fungus, I'll put it in C tier, and Amoongus, I'll put it in B. Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, very cool Pokemon. Ferroseed, not as much, but Ferrothorn, I would put up in B tier for sure. Super, super cool Pokemon. I like it. There could be more done with it. If it had like a Gigantamax form or a Mega, that'd be even better for it, so maybe we'll see it in Legends. The Mega form, who knows. Frisian, my second favorite Sword of Justice. Where am I gonna put you? I'll say A tier. It's cool. Chespin's cool. Don't hate on Chespin. I like Chespin. It's adorable. Quilladin, not so much. I don't really like Quilladin. Chestnut, it's okay. Skiddo and Go-Go. Skiddo's cute. I'll put it up here. Actually, I put all the cute Pokemon in B tier. I'll put them in B tier. And Go-Goat, C tier. It's just whatever. Phantump and Trevenant are super, super cool. I love Trevenant. Phantump is adorable, so I'll put them in B tier. And then Trevenant, S tier. Pumpkaboo, adorable. Gotta go in B tier. I don't really care for Gourgeist. I don't really care for Gourgeist too much. Not my favorite. If you don't like Rowlet, we can't be friends. Dartrix, not bad. It's not my favorite. Hisuian Decidueye, I'll put him up in B tier. He's cool, but not as cool as regular Decidueye. I'll put Decidueye in S tier. It's so cool. So cool. I love Decidueye. Awesome starter. Fomantis and Lurantis, C and A tier. I like Lurantis more, and Fomantis is cool, I guess. I don't really have much more to say about that. Morlo and Shiinotic. Morlo is kind of adorable, so I'll put it up here, and I don't really care for this thing at all. It's kind of creepy. The way it stares in my soul is not great. The Sereno line. They're really cool. This one is absolutely adorable. Bond Sweet, I believe it's called. I can't remember off my head. I'm trying to remember all the Pokemon. Steenie, you're cool as well. And then I'm gonna put Serena on the same. I'm gonna put them all on the same. They're cool. Oh my god, Delmise is like one of my favorite like Pokemon of all time. I love Delmise. It's shiny, super dope. I love Delmise. It's an S tier Pokemon. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Tapu Bulu's probably my least favorite of the Tapus. It's okay though. C tier. Kartana's dope. A tier. Grookey, the monkey. I love him. I love Grookey is. Love Grookey. I love Grookey. Grookey gang for life. A tier Pokemon. Wacky, not as cool. I'm gonna do regular Rillaboom first. Regular Rillaboom I think is just absolutely awesome. It's not my favorite grass starter, but it's definitely up there. Gigantamax, it's cool. I like the giant drum solo. It's kind of neat. It's not my favorite though. Gossifleur and Eldegoss, they're okay. The Applin line. I noticed it didn't have Hydrapple on here, so I apologize. I think this list is missing a couple, but that's fine. Applin is cool. I'm gonna give him B tier because it's adorable. And then I think the rest of the line, I kind of just are okay with it. They're just kind of just there. I'm gonna give them all C tier. Hydrapple is definitely an A tier Pokemon. It's a super, super neat design. I like it a lot. It'd probably be A tier if it was on this list. Sorry about not having it. Zarude, I don't really care for it too much. It's kind of just there, C tier. Calyrex, I don't really care for its head. It looks weird. The Sprigatito line is super cool. I like it a lot. Meowscarada is probably my favorite. Sprigatito though, go up in B tier. And then I'll do the C tier and A tier. Meowscarada, like I said, is probably not my favorite grass starter, but it's still cool. The Smoliv line is adorable. I love the shiny being like a black olive. It's super cool. Smoliv, you get a wife win. I'll put you up here. And then I'll do this. I'll do B tier or C tier and B tier respectively. The Bramblin line, I don't really care for it too much. Grass Ghost is a cool typing though, so I'll do this. C tier and B tier. That's what we'll do. Toad Scroll line, I like what they were trying to do here, but I don't really care for it too much. I'm gonna do C tier and B tier. Capsicum and Scovillain are pretty neat. I'll put you in B tier, and Scovillain I'll put you in A tier. I love the grass fire type. It's a really cool typing. Brute Bonnet, I kind of see it on the same length as Amoonguss, but cool shiny though, I'll give it that. I think Wo-Chien is probably my least favorite of the Ruin, is that they called the Ruin Legends? I think that's my least favorite. I really don't like its design at all. Iron Leaves, Iron Leaves is okay. I don't really care for it too much. I'm not really big on the whole future paradox forms. Well, that's my list, guys. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I'm interested to see what you have to say about it. These tier maker videos are super divisive, so I'm kind of interested to hear your opinions in the comments below, so let me know. Where would you put all these Pokemon? Sorry for missing some of the newer ones like Hydrapple. If I missed any more of them, please let me know and I'll let you know what I would have ranked it. Special thank you to the members of the Fus Force for making videos like this possible. Your monetary contribution to the channel means so much and I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Special thank you to my channel regulars for always leaving a comment and a like. I really appreciate you guys. It's always good to see your interactions. It helps me a lot and it's just good to talk to you. I think that's about it for me, so have yourself an incredible rest of your day, but above all else, stay excellent to each other and I'll see you next time.